they had plenty animals, so they loved it. But they not realized that it's an attractive place and everybody used to go through. Those who came from the east went through, those who came from the west went through. Hard to find even 50 years without serious fights and battles in our past. So in 2 sentences, the first great disaster was when the Mongols, the Tatars, the troops of Batu Khan, Genghis Khan destroyed the whole country and killed half of the population.
And
Then the
when?
1241 that happened, 13th century. Now the second great disaster happened when the Turks occupied Hungary in the 16th century. They took over in 1526. The Hungarian troops were annihilated by the Turks. After what, in 1541, they took over the Buda castle and they stayed here for a short while. Short while in this sentence means just 150 years. So these were the Turks. The Turks were expelled from here in 1686 by the European troops, united European troops, and the Pope financed the war. And they set siege on the Buda castle and the Turks were expelled from here. And then Austrians were the leading forces. They preferred to stay. Happens with liberators, they prefer to stay. So Austria colonized Hungary and they continued with the Hungarians, and this was the case. So we had plenty fights and revolutions against Austria, against the Habsburgs. All these revolutions were defeated. The most important was in 1848, 1849, as you can read it over there. 1848 we were very successful, we won every battle. In 1849 the young ruler Franz Joseph got the Habsburg throne. He turned to the Russian Tsar. 2 armies, Russian and German Austrian army, were united as a one huge army. So we had to put down the flags and the arms revolution was over. And then Franz Joseph wanted to punish these rebellions, and the Hungarians were in great danger because of the rule of Franz Joseph at the beginning. He ordered that all the generals of the Hungarian army must be executed. On one single day, 13 generals were executed, although they surrounded before. They were told to be traitors, you know it happens with winners. Winners are always right. So they were executed, and the prime minister of the time was also executed here exactly on this spot. And the remembrance of him is the everlasting burning flame here. 2 times in our history prime ministers were executed. First in 1849, being the prime minister of the revolution. Batthyány was the name of him. Mr. Batthyány was executed here. There was a huge military barrack here, and this was the corner. And then second time when prime minister of Hungary was executed was in 1957, when Imre Nagy, the prime minister of the revolution, 56, was executed and buried in an unmarked grave. So it's not a life insurance to be prime minister in Hungary. Anything might happen. And this is the remembrance of him. Now with this event through the Hungarian history took the